Question number 1. The diagram below shows the process of meiosis. The segregation that occurs during meiosis results in A. Okay, so let's highlight a few things in the question and then we'll go from there. So the diagram shows the process of meiosis. Remember, meiosis is a type of cell division that creates gametes or sex cells, sperm and egg. The question's asking us about the segregation that occurs during meiosis results in what? So the word segregation may not be familiar to you. That just means to separate. So remember, meiosis is a type of cell division, so segregation is referring to the division or the splitting of the cells. So when we look at our diagram here, this is a diagram of meiosis. Remember, there are two rounds of cell division, meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. After the second round of meiosis, we actually produce 4 haploid cells with half the number of chromosomes in those cells. So that was just a brief overview of meiosis, 2 rounds of cell division, and then we end up with our 4 cells with half the number of chromosomes. So let's look at our answer choices to see if we can figure out what meiosis results in. A says a decrease in the number of cells per organism. So let's think about this for a second. A decrease in the number of cells. We're actually making more cells than what we started with. We're starting with 1 and we're making 4. So we would actually eliminate this answer choice. So A is not correct. B says a reduction in the number of chromosomes per cell. Well, remember I said that the chromosomes in the finished products, those haploid cells, have half the number. So you actually do reduce the number of chromosomes per cell. You can see here we start with 2 chromosomes. These little lines represent our chromosomes. We have 2 here, and at the end we end up with 4 in we end up with 1 in each of our 4 cells. So this is actually probably our answer. But let's go ahead and look at the other answer choices just to be safe. Okay, meiosis results in a single fertilized egg cell. Okay, well, fertilization occurs after meiosis. Meiosis actually isn't fertilization, it's just the production of the cells that are for fertilization. So the answer is definitely not C. The last one says group of genetically identical cells. Well, we just talked about the fact that these 4 cells are genetically different from the original parent cell. So it can't be D. The answer that you should have chosen is B. Meiosis results in the reduction of the number of chromosomes. Remember, it cuts the number of chromosomes in half. That's why we call them haploid cells.